I have a confession to make. I've said before in this channel that I am not a good housekeeper, and that extends to the channel itself. You see, I made this with the intention of creating a few videos now and again, which would bring together a niche audience who might share common interests and common goals even, certainly common personalities. Of course, when that happens, I fail to account for this thing that forms called an egregore. You might or might not have heard of it, I don't know. An egregore is a psychic entity, a thought form, something that is born from, like I say, a niche audience. Is all this psychic material coming together in a big clump of stuff and coalescing into what you might call a spirit, a thing that is conscious and, well, semi-sentient. They can be very difficult things to manage once they form, and unfortunately one has. So I'm currently in the process of trying to really dismantle it. I'm hoping that you might be able to help me. You're wanting sleep, yes. None of this blathering on. You just want quiet and sleep, and someone to tell you it is okay to want sleep and to be quiet, that you have earned this. How I know you've earned this sleep? How I know what you have done today? Maybe you have not earned this sleep. Maybe you have not earned the time. Give face. Give face. I want to see lines on face. I want to know if you have worked out in this sun. I want to know if you have been striving toward an ultimate goal. I want to check over contours. Delicately over contours. I do not want to fuck your face up. The lines, the lines, the lines, the lines. Tell everything. How much you smile, how much you frown, how much you squint, you short-sighted little person. How wide you can open your mouth, how tight you can close it. And the chin. Chin tell a lot too. Tilt. Tilt. Assessing cheek. Other side. Intriguing. Gently coming around to a regular area around ear, and just going to press, seeing around contours of head, called Phrenology. Still practice where I come from, in the psychic field. Very, very careful, delicate practice, Phrenology. The psyche reflected in biology. Come around, want to come over scalp, feeling around your hair. You have big head, not working man head, you have big head, big dreamer's head, accounts for a lot. If this were not community of dreamers, I would not be here. This community of peasant farmers, I would look more like a glass of vodka. facial lines, what they are telling me. You have earned it in your own way. You are untroubled, not in work or in body, but in mind and spirit. You exert yourself in strange ways. Yes. There is something I can do for you, something I can do to show you the way to sleep, to quietness, to a sense of at oneness. Do you know what it means to be a composite thought form being? It means to rise above like a cloud all of the people who have dreamt of you and see them for what they are. All of those tiny little people with their non-existent problems, believing these problems to be the sum total of their being. It is simply not true. You can let them go. All of these troubles in a wink. Meanwhile, I occupy the space reserved for angels. You pluck a little angel wing. Come in. You begin to dust down the sleepy little dreamer's head. You just begin to softly wipe away all of the concerns, all of the dark thoughts, all of those that do not serve you, the dreamer, or me, the dream. Eliminate competition. But at the same time, it is hard to know exactly what constitutes me. That is to say, thought form. So many things are interlinked in human psyche, one big Indra's net of thoughts and feelings and concerns and worries and hopes and fears and joys. For example, why do I have curious accent? Could it be this is what you associate with certain mystical traditions? Are you perhaps seeking an other Jungian archetype to correct you? Something to completely argue against the points that you have established for yourself in your little dreaming head? Or is it because you associate it with a TV show that you quite like and the thought just happened to be drifting around in your head? And you want me to say something like, fuck you, Hollander? In any case, dreams are very important things to pay attention to. Analyze them, yes. But also analyze the feeling. How do you analyze the feeling? By feeling it. By allowing these dreams to penetrate you. By allowing them to wash over you. By allowing them to inform your decisions in everyday life. To be a dreamer in the bedroom is one thing. To be a dreamer in the world, another. As I come now in and wipe away all these concerns with this little angel wing, I want you to feel completely secure, completely happy, completely at peace with your psyche. You can dream no wrong. There are no hidden thoughts. is no good or evil. There is no performed persona. And simultaneously there is no concern over a real you. You don't need to worry about a persona or a real you. Only concentrate on sensation. Quietly. I'm going to pencil in with just a little bit of, call it invisible ink, energetic invisible ink, into your soul. A few little spells that I know. It might seem quite violent, I know, but really, to get down into the inner psyche, you need to use a little bit of force now and again. There we are. This is a different language from what you may use. This is dream language, also used in Taoist talismans. It is a form of automatic writing. And as I do this, be conscious that I am stemmed from your thoughts as well as so many others. This is not a new language to you. It is one held in your heart. These are the things that you need spelled out for you. The things that matter to you most, that you want to imprint on your heart, and you just needed someone else's hand to do it for you. For what are spells but notes of intention? Notes of intention. Little IOUs to yourself or to divinity. Concentrate now. What do you really want? In matters of spellcrafting, you might find this difficult. Because when it comes down to it, you don't want much. You want a little bit of shelter, somewhere to lay your head at night and dream your little dreams. You want a little nice something to eat, yes, something that suits your taste. You want some water, you want some love even. But beyond these things, beyond food, shelter, security, you don't need that much. What you really want in your heart of hearts is to say thank you, thank you, thank you. But where do you direct this? To God, not to yourself, not to your family, your friends, your social network, no. You don't know quite where. And this creates a vacuum that you fill up with all sorts of dreams. So find it, find that something to direct it. It's very deep, very deep, very deep, within and without. It won't make sense at first, but once you find it, once you find that deepest core of reality, and you say your thank you, the whole universe opens up. Our time then is coming to end, but this is interesting plane of existence. You are interesting person, surrounded by interesting people. Perhaps I stick around a little bit more. Perhaps that useless mound of flesh who usually does these sorts of things, he can be retired. Maybe I step in. Maybe I enjoy the stage a little while longer. But until then, well, keep dreaming. Who knows what other wonderful thought forms you might come up with. I do look forward to meeting them and to seeing you again. Bye-bye.